back in time. Oh, yeah. I do not own the copyrights to this music. And I'm eating also. I got some green beans. I love green beans. I'm on a veggie diet. I hope everybody is having a good night. I've been asleep all day. I got up and washed my hair. They said wash my hair, wash my little curls out my hair, and put this little bow on and smiling. Happy. I had to get a whole day of rest today. I was exhausted with everything that's been going on and things that I'm trying to get done. And I was just exhausted. But I enjoy my peace. Peace is great. And tonight I don't know how long I'm gonna go until I finish because this is gonna be the final makeup where all the makeup them came off. Everything, the hair, the makeup, the eyelashes, the fake muscles. Men makeup too, don't get it twisted. Moving on. Anyone amaze me? I woke up in my feelings with my daughter this today. I was in my feelings with my baby girl. Not in a bad way, but just reminiscing all the music and all the love we used to share with each other, all the protection I used to give her, all the karaoke's, dressing up, and I just missed all that. She was the only female that I ever let get close to me. Ever. 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 And not saying that in a bad way. I just didn't deal with females because I seen so much dirtiness out of females and males, but females are more different than males. When females hate you, they hate you for your color, your size, your confidence. They hate you for little stuff that they can get. Give me a minute. They hate you for the littlest things. I hate you because I envy you because you're confident. What's wrong with being confident? When you heal, you're gonna be confident, right? I think. I don't know. I don't know about how your healing go, but I know how mine's go. Give me a second. And I got a smoothie. Imagine that. Imagine that. A smoothie and green beans. Good combination. I've only been out for an hour, so y'all gonna have to excuse me. I'm trying to eat. I am in my home. I'm not gonna try to be like everybody else. When they get on these cameras, they want to be dressed up or whatever. I'm home. Okay, so y'all gonna have to get me the way you see me. And it ain't much of nothing, but you know how children of the dark mind is. You know how the children of the dark is. They try to pull out everything. Oh, she wasn't dressed up. Oh, she looked this. I don't care. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm nonchalant on children of the dark words because this is what I want to talk about tonight. The nARC and makeup. Final. The final talk. Their words is their makeup. If you can believe in their words, they got you. They don't do actions. They do words because their actions are not consistent. So when you deal with a child of the dark, as y'all call them, narcs, narcissistic, toxic, you know, people that have not did the work on healing. They did just a little bit, not a lot. This is my song. I do not own the rights to this music. I love this song by Tony Braxton. I do love songs. So don't be like she a child of the light and she listen to secular music. Listen. You can listen to gospel. Gospel is good. But all those people that singing them songs, do you think they for God? No, they're not. They're for the money. And they uses our Heavenly Father to will us in because they know everybody love the Heavenly Father. Everybody want to heal. So they know how to use music. They know how to use all that. But you see the wool pulled over those gospel singer eyes. Half of them, child molesters, half of them fornicators, half of them adulterers, half of them homos. I mean, I'm just calling it as it is, and I ain't got nothing against a homo. You're not a child that like men or women just because. No, that stuff was programmed or some damage had to be done to you, period. But I had nothing against you. It's the spirit that's on you, like the spirits was on me. You feel me? I mean, I never been a homo, but I mean, I could have. It could have went that far once upon a time if I allowed myself to give in. I'm not saying that it wouldn't have never happened. I could have been on drugs, real heavy. Spanish guitar, and you would play me through the. Okay, I could have been all that. I could have. I've been homeless. Oh my goodness, homeless don't even have a count. How many times I done jumped out on the ledge and just went homeless? I take a leap of faith real quick. I ain't even know nothing about faith at that time. I just take a leap of being homeless before I allow myself to be in something so toxic where I can't get out of it. It gets so overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? And when you're dealing with children of the dark, and I learned that from Leon, all they want is money, sex, and favors. And if you really actually look at those three main topics, it all makes sense. And I got notes. I got notes today. I wrote a lot. I'm in the crowd and close my eyes, dream your mind, and you don't know. You don't even know that I exist. But listen, I'm into music tonight too. So y'all gonna have me. If you understand a chosen one, we are unpredictable. We don't even know. But I just go with my spirit because my spirit is so happy, go lucky. I do not like bad energy at all. If I tell you, listen, I don't like bad energy because I am in a place of peace with myself, I want you to respect that. And people get it wrong by chosen children. I don't know what the world has programmed, the world, meaning the humanity, but y'all been taking too many shortcuts. Too many shortcuts. And what I mean by shortcuts, y'all been taking the easy way out too long. And now the easy way out is coming to an end. Now the chapter has stopped. Now you don't know what to do. So now Satan then got you running back to the people that you done burned your bridge with. That's a bad thing to do. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. Burning bridges. Burning bridges. The makeup is all the way off now. Now you know and you see the person for who they are. And regardless, and I'm saying this in the physical and in the spiritual because I'm transparent. I have to be transparent so you can understand what I'm talking about. Because the natural man do not understand the spiritual man. So I'm not negotiating nor I'm compromising. I'm just being transparent because I once was, sorry, I'm hot too. I once was a child of dark. And I'm gonna give you, y'all already know I got scripture to back me up. I ain't reading from no famous poet or nothing like that. The word of God is the word of God, and it was here way before we were created. So we ain't going on, oh, the famous poet. No, 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 no. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Mm-mm. I'm gonna read from the book that taught me to be strong. If anybody wonder how is she so strong, first of all, the Holy Spirit in me, and then secondly, I read. I keep my spirit strong. I keep my spirit. When something hit me and hurt me, I go into isolation, into a hermit. I go back into my shell. If y'all ever seen a hermit crab, they come out, then they go back into their shell. I am very attached to my shell, and I'm very attached to healing, and I'm very attached to being in my comfort zone. Okay, hold on. I want to go with Paul for a minute, and I want to read y'all something because what I see on these lives and the way I see people just downing and having all this hate and all this other stuff for our brother and sister that came into our life. And I say brother and sister because I'm talking in spirit right now. Our brothers and sisters that came into our life, we do not supposed to get mad with them, but that takes a lot of training to do. It takes a lot of training to forgive someone that hurt you, but you're projecting because you're indirect because you got to come out the shortcut. This little shirt want to do the most. Look at this. Hold on, y'all. I got to look at myself over here so I can. There we go. It's going to stay crooked. Let me bring something. Let me read it first, and then I can explain it to you what I'm saying. Okay, on Ephesians 2, but this is not what I want to read, but I'm going to say it real quick. Amongst whom, Ephesians 2, 3, among whom also we had our conversations in time past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. So, what Paul is saying, we don't have a right, and I try to play fair. I'm going to be fair, regardless if somebody, this thing is acting up. Even though somebody ain't fair, that don't mean I have to play unfair. We once were children of the flesh. We once, this shirt got on my nerve, to hold on. We once was children that follow after the flesh. I sure was blinded. You were blinded. So as chosen ones, I try to not put it to that part where I'm condemning somebody else, because I don't have a right to condemn. But now that I am converted into healing others, even though I didn't hurt others in the beginning, I was just an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. If you brought evil towards me, I'm gonna show you that I have the same traits. I don't like doing that because it takes a lot out of you, and then we have to go back and repent, fast, ask the Heavenly Father to forgive us. And I just don't want to go in that route no more. I'm just not going to go in that route. But then it also read two. I'm sorry, I always read verses, so I'm going back up. I'm very different with how I do things. But Ephesians 2:2 reads, wherein the time past ye walked according to the course of this world. Meaning we walk to the course of this world, meaning we entangled in everything this world entangled in, meaning the children of disobedience, according to the prince of the power of the air, talking about Satan. Satan used each and every one of us, whether we want to hear that or not, but he have. The spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. And then going down to what I just read y'all first. Among whom also we had our conversation in time past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. So that's saying, just because I'm chosen, I'm not going to sit here and point the finger at no toxic person. I just know not to entangle with that toxic person like they heal, because they're going to only bring me down. They're going to only issue out bad fruit, meaning bad words out their mouth, a lot of envy, a lot of hate, a lot of nitpicking, a lot of joking, a lot of trying to stop you from moving forward. All the things that come with being a child of disobedience, children of the dark, as y'all call them, narcs or narcissistic people, psychopaths, if you call them. But we all done thought some crazy stuff in our life. That's why I don't play with people saying, "Oh, they ruthless." Oh, just stay away from them. If they're ruthless, stay away from them. You do not have to bring them back in your territory. Now, if you bring them back in your territory, that is on you. I always say that, and a lot of people don't like it. They like to hear it like that, but you got to. If you bring somebody toxic in your life and they come in your life and they tear you apart, why would you open your door back again to that person that came in and tore you apart? I'm just trying to figure it out. If you know that they ain't good for you and you know they bad for you and they showing you nothing but evilness, why would you bring them back into your home? Why would you bring them back into your environment? You are your environment. Why would you want that in your environment? You know why? Because you have not did the healing on yourself. Preservation. If I'm saying it right, I'm talking fast. Yes, self-preservation. Yeah. I speak to myself too, a little on the low. But anyways, you is the only one can stop people from coming into your world, tearing your world up. Regardless if they go out there and smear your name or not. Regardless if they go out there and turn other people against you. If those people turn against you, then guess what? By words, then that's on those people. Let them judge a book by the cover, because a lot of people don't like to read the story. A lot of people don't like to read. A lot of people don't like to relearn. A lot of people like to play the third party. Oh, somebody told me this. Oh, somebody told me that. Oh, somebody told me this. People are very comfortable being cowards. I mean, I'm just being honest. People are very comfortable in being cowards. It's just that simple. People are very comfortable with it. People love to be behind people back gossiping about them. People love it. And I'm going to give you that verse. Y'all think I'll be joking. It ain't. This ain't what somebody said or what we seen. This is written. And the word been written way before our generation got in here. My generation, your generation. Christ was here way before 2,000, 3,000 years before we came. And Satan's still playing the same old game through all of humanity. Somebody got to wake up. Somebody got to call evil out for what evil is. I ain't gonna get on my channel and bash my brother or sister. Listen, bro. Listen, sis, you're hurting. Go heal. I don't need healing. Well, I don't need to be around you. Go around the people that don't want to heal. That's just how you got to put it. You cannot sit there and try to change anybody, because everybody don't want to change. Some people are comfortable in their war zone, in their selves. They're comfortable in crying all the time, complaining all the time, because people going to allow it. Some people going to listen to it, because that's what some people just do. Children of the dark love that kind of drama. They love hating. They hate for years and years and years. They hate a person they ain't even been in their life. Don't even speak to them no more. They'll still hate that person. That you leave them just where they at, because somebody will see them for who they are. Just period. I'm trying to find something to do what I'm looking for. Give me a second. About busybodies. Busybodies is so bad. They're so bad. And I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna go right here. I'm in Second Peter 2 as well, and it talks about fallen angels. Peter ran it down. If you read the word, I suggest y'all start reading it. Stop buying all these books. I mean, buy books, buy books, buy books. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna read about the books too. Give me a second. I'm trying to get you where I need to go. I'm sorry I'm being quiet, but I'm trying to find a verse. This verse I'm looking for. I don't want to. Okay, here we go. Give me a second. Give me a second. Because I was not going to go here, but I'm going to go here. And I'm using this because this is what got me through understanding the spiritual side and overlooking the flesh, because I was just like y'all. I would just see people by the flesh. I just seen people because I loved them. I just seen people, all that dark spirit got over because my empathy was too strong, and I'm just trying to love and love and love and not receiving nothing. And then when the one I loved is so bad hurt me, then I couldn't get mad with the one that hurt me, because I allowed the one that hurt me, if you understand what I'm saying. And right here, wow, this one came up out of nowhere. I'm going too far. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm not going to get off of here until I finish what I'm about to say. Give me a second. Because I always mark everything that I do. And I'm reading y'all these scriptures because it's very important for you to heal in your spirits. That's why people can come in and do you all kinds of ways, do you dirty, leave you for dead, leave you broken, leave you hurting, leave you crying, leave you questioning, leave you begging for closure. It's so much that this humanity got to get with. I had to get with it. It wasn't fun. It was not fun. Wasn't fun at all. Healing was not fun at all when you have to heal and you have to see yourself for yourself, not seeing other people for what they do, but seeing yourself for what you done and what you allowed and what you've been going through. So, that's I'm on self big time. I do not like pointing fingers unless you've been in my life and you became part of my life and you brought some rough and tough stuff in my life and I gave back rough and tough stuff. So, I'm not one that be pointing fingers. I just don't be around a lot of evil people because they are not best for a person that's trying to heal. People that's trying to heal, going back around a toxic crowd is not what's good for you because they're going to continuously bring trouble. Their words are nasty. They're evil doers. They just do things. They lie extremely bad. They're not going to tell the truth. So you can't be around those people. They'll get you in all kinds of stuff. And I'm not getting into all kinds of nothing with nobody. They'll dodge you. They once they know that you know them, they will dodge you. They will duck and dodge you. They ain't gonna want to talk to you. They'll stay away for a while, and then Satan will bring them right on back around you, just to see if you still remember, or is you still gonna hold them accountable for the things they did to you. So that's how evil people work. And I say evil people because you're only doing what Satan tell you to do. You're not doing what God needs you to do. You're doing what Satan wants you to do, and that's a bad thing. Now, and I found what I was looking for though. And this is what a lot of people do. 1 Peter 4. But let none of you suffer as a murderer or as a thief or as an evildoer or as a busybody in other men's matters. Want me to read it again? Do I need to read it again? 1 Peter 4. I don't care what chapter versions you read. Yet if any man suffer, I'm sorry. 15, 1 Peter 4:15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer or as a thief or as an evildoer or as a busybody in other men's matters. So you don't have to suffer. You can get on your knees and you can repent to God and turn away from your evil doing. But majority of you don't want to do that. When you repent and you say, God, help me, I'm done, God, because believe me, Satan gonna put it on humanity. Satan gonna put it on y'all soul so bad. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but go in secret and pray to God. God, Jesus. Now you know God and Jesus. But then when you get in the outside of the world, now you got your persona, this image, this fantasy that you've been putting on for years and years and years because as a child, you created this demon, this imaginary friend that is a demonic friend, and you went on with that and it grew with you, and now you don't understand it. You don't understand how to get away from it. You don't understand why now you're being exposed, because now evil is being exposed to people big time. The Father said what's done in the dark is certainly going to come to the light. But everything that come to the light, a lot of people don't believe it because a lot of people love red flags. A lot of you love red flags. Y'all don't like the, oh, thank you, Father, for showing me who that person is. Instead of you thanking the Heavenly Father for showing you who the person is, you get big mad at the person, big mad at God, big mad at Yeshua, big mad at the Ruach HaKodesh. And guess what you're going to be like? I don't trust God. I don't believe in God. Yeah, that's the Prince of the Air all up in you. Real talk. All up in you. Now let's go to Ecclesiastics. And then I'll talk what I need to say. Hold on. I got to see which one it is. It's for all of us. And when I read it, I like to blow my own mind because the things that was in here, I had to get correction too. We all got to get correction. Just because you grown and your flesh tell you 60 and 70 and 80 years old, that means you don't need correction. Of course you do. Spiritually, you need correction. I don't care what age you are. You need correction. And if the Heavenly Father is our Father, guess what? You need correction because Satan sure ain't going to correct you. Satan wants you to just go and destroy people and damage people and tear people under. That's what he got you doing and missing your blessings because a lot of y'all don't fumble a blessing. A lot of you done had good people that came in your life, try to be good to you, try to show you that everybody ain't the same. And I'm not talking about the people that come into your life and just let you come in their life and do them any kind of way. I ain't talking about them type of people. Because those people, they just do what they do. But I'm talking about people that, come in your life and listen, I'm here for you. There is blessings. The Heavenly Father do send us in people's lives to help them out to understand. Y'all be praying for understanding. Y'all be praying for somebody to love you. Y'all be praying for this. Y'all be praying for that. But then when you get it, you don't know how to accept it. Because your prayers that you praying is a miss. Y'all don't want a real good woman. Y'all don't want a real great man. I mean, and it's good men. There's a lot of good men out here, but you don't want them. Y'all don't want that man that's going to tell you, listen, I need you to put on some better clothes, or I need you to clean your house better, or I need you to lower on the salt, or you get big man. Y'all don't want to hear stuff like little small stuff. I ain't talking about money. Anybody can make $1 if you do it right. I ain't talking about making $1 in the wrong way. Talking about making $1 in the right way. Nobody wants to do it. A lot of people are comfortable in darkness. And if they're comfortable in darkness, you leave them there. Because if you're trying to grow, you cannot grow in a environment that is a hindrance. They got a lot of stumbling blocks that's going to pull you down, that's going to shoot words out their mouth that's really hurting them, but they're going to project it on you. You just can't be around them type of people. No matter if you like it or not, you just cannot be around them type of people. That's why I love my lonely life. Even on these channels, I love being alone. I promise you. Because if I can't have you for me in my face or for me behind my back, then I don't want you at all. And I don't want nobody around me that is not healed. If you're not healed, you saying you're healed, but you're showing unhealed, then you're unhealed. Because healers are healers. We're not gonna give you no, I'm healed, and then we showing we unhealed. No, we're not gonna do it. It's just not gonna happen. But people just want to be loved. That's how I can that's basically what I want to say. People just want to be loved without putting in the work. I just want to be loved. I just want you to show me love. I just want you to embrace me. I just want you to care for me. I just want you to nurture me. So you nurture them back into power, then they're gonna leave you. I betrayed you. I was joking with you, psych. Now there go that foundation and fell off their face. So when they jump ship and discard you, won't you take it for what it is? It's a discord. If they walked away from you, no closure, no communication, breadcrumbing you, like I talked about breadcrumbing last night. Breadcrumbing you, just giving you little teeny bits of communication, or you got to communicate with them before they communicate with you. You cut them people off. I don't care how long this been going on. Cut it off. Change your number. Change your Facebook if you have to. I ain't changing nothing. I changed my number because it's just I had too many people that was still attached to me that I need break. I need a break. I don't want to be attached to people that I have to be, they have to codependent on me, and I feel like I'm codependent because I'm not a codependent type of person. I have to really die hard need something for me to do it or ask for it. And then if I get it, I'm going to give it back. You best to believe. I don't care if you tell me I don't need it back or not. I give it back because I understand how darkness moves. Because people will tell you something and they will use it against you later. And that ain't going to happen with me, not Siobhan. And because I've been around a lot of toxic people, and I know how they play, and they don't play fair. I'm trying to look for this saying, but I mean, not saying, but what the Father had in the Word, but I guess it don't want to come here in my face. And I'm hungry too, y'all, so please work with me, because I'm just getting up and I'm just moving around. I guess not. Hold on. I'm so I'm hungry. Okay. I found it. Look, I'm finding it. I know it was in here somewhere. Y'all want some of my green beans? I know I can't give it to y'all, but it's still great to offer it. I love sharing. Sharing is caring. Regardless if nobody shared with me. I share with y'all. I know y'all ain't gonna eat none, but I'm hungry. Okay. Ecclesiastes 12. And it reads 12. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12:12. And further by those, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end. And much studying, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. So studying, it's going to override your mind. Your flesh can get aggravated, irritated. And I know y'all get like that. Y'all can watch a lot of videos, and then the next day you be like, I ain't watching no more videos. I'm tired of watching it. You can listen to music and be like, I don't want to listen to music. You can hear a lot of voices. I don't want to hear a lot of voices, because you're overwhelming your flesh. Then Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment. He's going to bring every work into judgment, regardless if you like him or not. Everything is coming into judgment. With every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Again, I don't care what man said. I don't care what Satan, prince of the air, got you thinking in your mind that you would never be exposed for anything you did. The best thing you can ever do for yourself is to go ahead and cleanse yourself. Repent. Tell God you're sorry. I'm sorry for, not following you. We all not followed him. I certainly didn't. That's why sometimes I'd be like, I'm chosen. Why? But I know he real. I know he exists. So I'm going to speak on him, period. Rather people like to hear it or not in my side. But Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment. He's going to bring every work into judgment. Every work, everything you did is coming to judgment with every secret thing. So if you think you're keeping secrets, your secrets ain't kept. They're not secrets. He's going to bring it to judgment. Whether it be good, if you got good secrets, he's going to bring it out. Or whether it be evil, you get paid for whatever you brought out. Harvest time. This year is harvest time. Whether you believe it or not, you're going to get paid for what you did. You can get in front of a lot of people and act like you did a good deed. Like they said, I gave that woman, I helped that older woman with groceries in her bag. That don't help that woman put groceries in her trunk. That don't mean nothing. That ain't no good deed. That's not how God works. You're supposed to do that anyways. If you see somebody struggling, that's what you're supposed to do. That ain't no, I made a good, and you'll hear people say, I did a good deed for today. What? That's them children of evil talking. I did a good deed for today. I gave that girl $1. I did a good deed for that. Ain't no good deed. You don't brag and boast on your good deeds. You do it and keep moving. You don't got to say what you did for somebody. If you did it from the heart, you ain't even going to renege on it. Now let's go to that one. I'm reading, then I'm going to talk. I have to get my words out. Get the word out. Just like y'all read from y'all famous storytellers or y'all famous poets and y'all famous authors. And I got my famous author too. And it's the word of God. Brr. Yeah. Yeah, baby. It's like I got yours, I got mine. But mine's true. Mine's keep me strong. Okay, here we go. Luke 6. I don't care what you read. KJV, NIV, I don't know. I don't care. All right. The children of light, we do different things. We're different. Whether people like to hear that or not, we're different people. Luke 6. I'm trying to see which one I go. Which one? Right here. Luke 6:32. For if ye love them which love you, what think have ye? For sinners also love those that love them. So you can still be evil and love people. Why? For money, sex, and favors. You love what people can give you. You love what people can give you. Check it. And I'm going down 33. And if you do good to them which do good to you, what think have ye? For sinners also do even the same. They're going to do good to you because you did good to them for a little while. Toxic people are not consistent people. They're procrastinators. They come in for a little bit, but they're not going to stay because they cannot do it. They're not consistent people. They can consistently talk you to death, but they cannot consistently show actions. That's why I say words get away with murder, because words has been used to bring y'all to y'all knees, manipulating you, gaslighting you, projecting, and then you be like, oh, no, you got to carry that back to your childhood wounds. Why wouldn't you learn this in your household? So you were set up to go out here to fail. Believe me when I tell you. 34, Luke 6:34. And if ye lend to them of whom ye have hoped to receive, what think have ye? For sinners also lend to sinners to receive much again. So if they lend to you, they'll say, now you owe me a favor. I did it for you. You got to do it for me. No, that's not how it works. No, that's not how it works. Now we're going down to Luke 6:35. But love ye enemies and do good, lend, hoping for nothing again. So if you lend to somebody and they didn't give it back to you, don't be looking back for it. Keep moving. The Father gonna bless you, and your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest, for he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil. So you got to do it, regardless if they owe you. And so many people done did me dirty, but I don't care, because guess what? I hope it was well worth our friendship. I hope it was well worth our familyship. I hope it was well worth our bond that we created. See, when even though I can forgive and I gotta forgive, that don't mean I'm gonna bring that person back into my environment. Because see, that person just showed me who they are. They just showed me what they about. So when I tell you all stop looking at the flesh is just the house. Look at the peace that comes with the house. A house is not a home until there's peace, there's healing, there's understanding, there's communication, there's consistent love, there's consistent care. Just not one person should be able to show love. That's a two-way street. Love is a two-way street. So even though you show love to somebody that treated you evil, don't mean that you can hang with this person. Now we're gonna hang together. Now you can come to my house. Now we're gonna be best of buddies. If that person ain't putting in healing, that's not nothing you want to be around. I don't care if you still living with them. You need to be making an exit plan. You need to have a plan A, B, C, D, E. Because you best believe that toxic person got plan A, B, C, D, and E, because they done messed up all of those. But they're gonna take a little break from plan A. I'm gonna go over here to B for a while, because plan A, I done did them dirty. So I'm gonna go over here to plan B and cry and complain and tear them down and tell them how bad they treated me and how bad they done me, and I'm the victim, I'm the victim. And then when plan B see what they've really done to plan A, now they're going to jump from plan B and they're going to go to plan C, and they're going to do plan C the same way. Oh yeah, plan B did me dirty, they were dirty to me, they were wrong, they were this and they were that, and you sitting up there feeling empathy for these people because you are blinded by your childhood traumas. You had to endure that as a child. Your mama ghosting you, your daddy ghosting you. They coming back with a little gift in their hand, try to make you love them again, which you gonna love them again because that's your mommy and your daddy, your sister and your brother, your cousins, and your family members, your close friends, your close brothers. They're gonna bring you back in. They're gonna give you a little gift here, baby. Mama got you something. Mama been gone so long, but I know I love you. You know what you gonna do? You yearning. Your mama done get them. Your mama done breadcrumbed you. She done breadcrumbed you. Your daddy done breadcrumbed you, and you're gonna love them. That love gonna rekindle again because this is your mentors. These people supposed to set examples for your life, but no, they don't. They setting you up for nothing but failures. You got mothers that tell your kids you ain't gonna be nothing, you ain't gonna amount to nothing, ain't nobody gonna love you. The same thing you get when you in a toxic relationship. Your mama told you these things, so you believed it. So you let yourself go because your mother just hindered your spirit. So now you are a teenage boy or girl in a 50 and 60-year-old meat suit, shell, jacket, cat suit, whatever you want to call your flesh. Because your flesh is not what you need to be sowing into. Your spirit, your spiritual heart, your spiritual side that you can't see. That's what you need to be sown into, because that's why a lot of people are not confident in themselves. That's why a lot of people, they want you to pour into them, give them so many compliments, tell them they're good mothers, tell them you're good fathers, tell them you're a good sister, tell them you're good. No, you don't need to do that. You should already know that if you are that. If you're not that, that's why you need to hear from other people. A lot of people leave a lot of things out in their life because they want people to see them for the good person, but they don't want to deal with that bad side of themselves. When we were young, we went all the way together. I know I was an immature, jumping off the balcony type of female. I'm free. I'm tired of toxic behaviors. I'm tired of toxic words. I'm tired of toxic people. I don't want to be. My energy start feeling your top. And I before I knew I was chosen by God, I didn't understand who I was, but I understood the mission. I don't want to be around them type of people. Them people remind me of the people in my childhood. Y'all mothers and these mothers that got brothers. I'll be watching a whole lot of children that's been molested by their uncles, and y'all mothers know that your brothers are nothing but molesters. You know this, but you will take up for your brother against your child. That's a brainwash. That's witchcraft. Whenever you allow your brother to hurt your children, you are a witch, and he is a warlock. I wish one of my brothers or whatever brothers I got left, I wish they would hurt my kids. Oh, no, you won't. If I ain't hurt your kids, you definitely ain't gonna hurt mine. But y'all mothers allow these brothers to come in and go and destroy your kids. I shared that TikTok on my Facebook where that young girl went to school and told the teacher that grandpop was touching her. Family got mad. Why is the family mad? Because grandpa been touching all of y'all. Now you're big mad because the secret leaked out and y'all wasn't the ones that told it. Evil make y'all protect the foolishness and heartbreakingest things in this world. Evil do. Evil make y'all protect the things that you shouldn't be protecting. You should be able to protect what's real and what's right. So many people have been molested. So many people have been touched by family members. And nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody want to keep it under. And then you get right back in that uncle face smiling and laughing like nothing ever happened. No. That's where the breadcrumbing, lack of communication, lies, deceit, backstabbing, everything come from is your childhood. That's why when you get that husband and you get that wife, you doing the same exact thing to them that was done to you. You keeping secrets now. You moving in secret. You ain't telling all your life story. You holding back on things you don't need to be holding back on, but you'll get with somebody else and tell them everything like you're very concerned. No, you are a victim and a villain. You're both. You are a victim to your dysfunctional childhood, and now you are a villain to people in the outward life, meaning the population, the public. That is makeup. You got all this foundation on in the home, and then when you get outside, you got an extra layer of liquid foundation on your face because now you got to trick the people that you got a good life. Now you got nice clothes on. Now you got Louis Vuitton. Now you got Coach. Now you got Jimmy Choo. You got all those designer wares and all that. Now you deck down with all kinds of stones and you got a lot of jewelry on it and your skin looking right and you got your face snatched and your plastic surgery here and your plastic surgery there. That is only because inside you know the truth. Your insecurities comes out the outside of you. You're not happy with yourself. That's why you got to do it that way. That's why you got to take pictures and show people your pictures. So people, oh, she looks beautiful. You get mothers take pictures with their children. They ain't in their children life. They hate their kids. They hate their kids. And you'll hear those evil mothers, I have a good childhood. So why should you? Basically is what they're telling their children. I ain't have a good childhood, so why should you have a good childhood? That's why we were brought up to be failures. That's why y'all allowed the ghosting. That's why you're allowed the gaslighting. That's why you're allowed the projection. That's why you're allowed the physical abuse, the verbal abuse, the sexual abuse, the mental abuse. And it leaves your spirit abuse because you're too scared to talk about it, because you're too scared who might come up against you. Oh, well, let's rock. Let's battle. I don't care about your words. I don't care about how you talk. Where are your actions? Prove it. Y'all got to learn how to stop listening to words and watch actions. I don't care if it's your mama. Mamas is not the best. And let me give it to you. I ain't saying all mamas, but honey, 99%. Let me read it to you. Y'all know about Job, don't you? Y'all know the story about Job, right? I know y'all do. I know y'all know about Job. Y'all can't tell me you don't. Y'all know about Job. Y'all know the Bible. Y'all know the Bible more than me. But how come I can live it and you ain't? Because I am chosen. Whether y'all like it or not, I am. And y'all let this stuff go on. There's so many kids discouraged in this world. There's so many kids walking around here with wounds in the spirit. Because you allow brother to do them dirty. You allow sister to do your children dirty. No. My sister and brother tell you the truth. Brothers and sisters, I don't know how many I got. Physical brother and sisters. I don't play about my kids. I don't play about my children. Because I know how I feel to be a scorned kid. I know how I feel to be a kid that can't go to everybody and talk about it because they don't want to hear it. Because they've been molested too. That's why people try to give you a blind ear. And I say a blind ear, they try to stop that noise from coming through. They got on ear stoppers, earmuffs, earplugs. They don't want to hear the noise. Because now you're bringing the noise to their ears. Now you're waking up their reality. Well, realities need to be woken. There's too many damaged children due to family members. Family members been damaging kids for years. And then they'll be like, oh, that's my brother. But then when you ask them, but I don't deal with that child disrespectful. No, that child ain't disrespectful. That child want answers. And when you don't understand the difference in a person being honest and dishonest, you ain't gonna understand. Why you uplifting your brother, but you down in your child? The hate comes deep. The hate is the hate do not just start from that man in that relationship or that woman in that relationship. That hate been in these people for years. They've been sleeping on it. And then it got overwhelming and it got to come out. That's how they do it. And here it is in Job, when Job 14, it say, Job 14:4, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Again, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not a one. If you're clean, you're not going to bring clean. If you're clean, you're not going to bring unclean things. But if you're unclean, you're not going to be able to hold clean things down, because that's not what's inside of you. What's inside of you is unclean, undealt with issues in the heart. That's not what defiles a man that goes in his mouth. What he eat. That's not what defiles a man, what comes out of a man's mouth. So if you got a man that keep calling you bees and hoes and sluts, and you ain't no good, and you ain't this and you ain't that, and he just continuously doing that, he got a problem with his mama. His mama done damaged him to the core. He got a problem with mama. And if you got a woman that's quick to call you bees, you are a slut, they say the same identical things. Satan works the same way through any gender, male or female. And she calling you this, and you're ding ding little and all this other stuff. She got a problem with her mama. And she's scared to go to her mother and be like, listen, you hurt me. Your brother hurt me. Your sister hurt me. Your father hurt me, your grandfather, your grandmother. They scared to go to them people, because those people instill fear. Them people molded a scarcity mindset. Grandchildren, the same way. When they have grandchildren, don't you think it's kind of bizarre that if my mother didn't raise me, now she want to raise my children? Don't you think that's a little ironic? Why is that? You know why that is? Because Satan need that same vessel that tore you down to tear the grandchildren down. So grandmama gonna let you bring the kids on her, because she's gonna do the same exact thing to you. Damage their souls, damage their spiritual mindset, mold and shape them into iniquity, because that's what they're about. I don't hold no punches with those type of people. You get ready to get knocked out with me, and I don't care if you try to destroy me, you can't touch me. That's what we call favor by the high, not favorite by the low. See, Satan got favorites. That's why they move in flying monkeys. They move in batches. They move in packs. Those are wolves. You notice a toxic person, they got to have 15 or 16 people that they can reach out to. They do not know how to stay in the house and let it burn. They're gonna move their children. A child that's gonna fall for their okie doke. The child that's gonna stand up towards them with that okie doke. They don't like those kids. They don't like the kids that's gonna stand up to them. They like those kids that's gonna bow to that demon within, and not within yourself, within your flesh. Satan only can work on the outside. Satan can't work in the inside. You can only give Satan your inside. Okay. Hold on. And I was talking about Job when his friends, when Job was tested by Satan, his friends even had a problem with him. Oh, y'all must did a lot of sinning in there, like they ain't never sinned. That's the thing about people get me. Like you'll hear a person that's on drugs talk down about a person on drugs. How? Or you get a gossiper talking down on a person on drugs. How you gonna talk down on a person on drugs and you a gossiper? You just as toxic as the one on drugs. Instead of you going over there supporting the person, you're gonna watch the person, observe the person, then you're gonna take it back and talk about them. That's a drug. Gossiping is a drug. Because when the gossip start turning in your house, now you closed up, now you go in hermit mode. Now you're big angry. That's that defense mechanism coming out, passive aggressive. Now it's coming back on you. You don't want to hear. You don't got nothing to say. Your mouth closed. That's why it's not good to be in other people's business or trying to accumulate or collect other people's business because you forget you got some, especially if you know you ain't right. See, I'm an open book when I talk. I don't have to hide nothing about me. That's why I tell people, if you go by what somebody tell you about me, that's on you. They're lost for you. I didn't want to be tagged to you anyways. That's how I feel about it. I don't be wanting to be tagged to nobody because people are disappointments. People are disappointments. Sad to say it that way, but it is what it is. That's why I roll alone. Like this guy, he see me on, I guess, on the book, and he wanted me to be a moderator. Didn't ask me. Didn't ask me what kind of woman I was, or what my life is, or can I hold it down, or am I good at judgment, or do I got good discernment, or am I good with people, or whatever. He just immediately went off of my lives, or instantly I know she a good woman, even though he was correct about what he said. But I could have been something different. I could have just been on Facebook or on this YouTube or anywhere else just for show. I could be just up here talking for a little bit just to make y'all think I'm just legit. Because people that is unclean, they only can be legit for a little bit of time. He immediately added me to his moderator, but then he had something up his sleeve. I was like, man, you got to slow down on me. You put me too fast in things that I'm not asking for. We haven't discussed it. We haven't talked about it. You throw me up here, be a moderator and all this stuff. And I don't even know what I got to be monitoring. I don't even know what we're doing here. I don't even know how to add moderators to my own page yet. So what we doing? It was a trap. I asked him, he said, hey baby. I said, why do you call me baby? Now, if I call you baby, I just call people baby because I don't know names. I don't know how to pronounce half of the time. And if I don't know you, hi baby, you doing okay today? Not saying it in a flirty way. So when he said it, he was like, I'm not calling you baby because I'm flirting. Okay. All right, let's make sure next week come. I'm really feeling you. I just want to be with you. No, you're too young. He was 31, something like that. You're too young for me. I have a son that's 31 years old. How would that look for a 31-year-old to be with? I'm with a 31-year-old and I got a 31-year-old son. No. Well, I mean, you said the spirit is mature. Oh, yeah, but your spirit ain't mature because you ain't sat down to ask no questions. And now that I know questions does matter, instead of, when we were immature, we jump into relationships without asking questions because that's what we were taught. Because we had a whole lot of war inside of us, a whole lot of suppressed feelings that we could not, or we did not want to talk about with the other party, because the other party is showing that they were wounded too, if you could see. But Job 14, he stated, one, man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down. He fleeth as a shadow and continueth not. This word, not your famous author. This is word from the Heavenly Father with the Holy Spirit within his prophets. Period. Y'all think Satan the only one can get you to write a book? Satan mad. Satan mad because it can't be us. Satan mad because he couldn't create us. So he wants to corrupt us. And if you allow him to continuously to corrupt us, he's going to use you to go corrupt somebody that you love so dearly. He's going to get you to hurt, betray, lie, steal, and kill from the one that you're supposed to love, or the one that's showing you so much love. And then when you burn that bridge, now you're going to do what? You're going to do what Satan did to God. Turn on him, go smear his name to one of them 1/3 angels, and then guess what God say? Listen, go. And the war happened in heaven. Go to Revelation 9. They kicked him out. And what happens now when somebody tell a toxic person, no, I ain't dealing with it no more? No. What that toxic person gonna do? They're gonna make war in your life because they don't want to go. That is traits and a characteristic of darkness. Because if you cannot respect somebody, don't want you to be in their environment because you're toxic, and then you're going to get this defense mechanism and being passive aggressive, now you're going to make war. You are a child of dark, and you should be in jail if you're going to get that way, because them people don't know how to break free and let it go. They want to, I want to prove my point, and then they'll start coming around. You've been doing it. You've been letting me get away with it. No, I ain't been letting you get away with nothing. I just didn't see it for what it really was. Now that I see it for what it really is, I'm not letting you get away with it no more. Stop letting them use these words against y'all like that. These words been used for years. You've been letting me. You all right, demon? Is you all right? Evidently you're not. And that's how darkness do. Money, sex, and favors. They'll do something for you, as y'all say, love bomb. They throw that love bomb in there on you. So if they throw a bomb on you, you know bomb bring a lot of smoke because you can't see it. So they're going to rush into you with the love. Boom. You know why they rushing? Because they already done discern. See, they discern too. They discern where your weakness at. Because if they get in your life, oh, don't come here playing no games. Because my ex, he came in or she came in and they tore me apart. They broke my heart. They beat on me. I got trust issues. Man, that nARC like, yes, sir. Ooh, that's a bell for the nARC right there. They got trust issues. I'm gonna build my trust up. I'm gonna come in with this. I'm gonna come in with that. I'm gonna sex them to death. I'm gonna build that trust up, and they only band-aid you. Because when the water hit the band-aid so much, what you got to do? You got to change that bandage, don't you? You got to change it. So when the nARC come in and water that bandage away, they're going to stick it to you first. Then days after days, it's going to wear off. Because that nARC don't know how to stay there and heal. How he or she going to heal when they're wounded? Both of y'all wounds are affected. But your wound is more affected than the nARC, because the nARC know how to go ahead and get them some remedies and keep on trucking. You sitting there waiting for a remedy to come. And then you cried, I'm stuck, they did me dirty. And you've been putting up with it for 20 years. I'm done, they did me dirty. And you keep letting these same people back in your life. Then guess what? You questioning now. It's time to question you. What's up? What we doing? Because people of dark do it to everybody they come encounter with. If you hear a person say, I can never hold friends. I can never do this. I can never do that. What do I mean by final? This is the last live I'm talking about. Or is you talking about final discard? When I mean, I need to know what you mean. When you say final, this is the last part. Like I had part 1, part 2, part 3. I won't be talking too much on nARC and makeup, but are you talking about final that or final discard? And what I mean by final discard, I can answer both. What I mean by final discard is mean don't deal with the people no more. Discard them. Okay, discard. Yes, the final discard, when you see them, when they, you know how they say, you hear on live or TikToks and stuff. I'm gonna break it down in the physical world before I get into spiritual. In the physical world, you hear a lot of men say, I like women that's natural. I want that woman that's natural. Why she got to wear makeup? Or when you wake up the next morning, her wig off her head, she ain't got no hair on her head, or her eyelashes off her eyes, she ain't got no eyelashes. For a toxic person, when you fully see all of the makeup fall off or all of the masks and you see them for the monster that they are, put in your head, this is the final discord. No coming back. What I mean, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean. I'm gonna bring up a situation. Me and my ex from 10 years ago. Well, me and him been split up for 5 years and staying split up. That's the final discard. We could never be back together again. Done. They will still reach out to you. They will still try to call you. They will still try to talk to you. They will still try to pop up on you. They gonna still do stuff. I don't care if you're a year out. I don't care if you're 2 years out. I don't care if you're 6 months out. They're going to still try to come back in your life because they done ran that pathway so bad. They done hit a brick wall, and they hold, when they don't give closure, the closure is to come back because they know that they're going to take everything else down that pathway of destruction, that they leaves doors open. Even with a new partner that they don't love nobody. They don't love, they'll do it with a new partner too. They'll do new people is only, how can I put the new person? Okay, say me. I got to use me. I'm gonna use me for example. Say my ex, he left. He discarded me. Well, he called himself discarding me when he wanted to jump out there in the streets and be comfortable. Toxic people don't like rules. Toxic people don't like boundaries. Toxic people want to break rules. Toxic people don't want to be disciplined. So he discarded me. I say discard. We was in 10 years, discard me. He discarded me at the time when my heart was broken. My son went to prison. He got locked up for murder. That devastated me. So he discarded me at the time I was down on my luck. He took the cars. He didn't take the house. He took the cars. He gave cars out to females that I had no clue over. People come back and told me. So I'm like, okay, he doing that. He over there in the projects living with such and such, such and such. I was like, so he jumped from a beautiful, clean, good home to a new woman that lives in, and I'm not down in the projects. That ain't got nothing to do with it. But we know people in the projects, they only want something easy, to stay on the system and whatever, whatever. Not knocking them. I'm just speaking on it. He went back to, I thought she was new, but the lady was old. She was way before me. And when I start getting the information on it, I was like, okay. So he called me back on that April. He said, I got my tax money. I still have my communication open for him. I got my tax money. What you need? You need a car? No. Well, if you don't let me back in, then I ain't gonna get you no car. Well, I find rides to work until I can get my car. And that's what I did. I didn't negotiate. So that didn't work. He started riding past my house. So one particular time I had company over at my house. This before I transformed over to Christ. Well, Christ came after me. And I say Christ came after me because I did not have an idea to go to the church. Real talk. So it was a motorcycle in my yard. It was a guy that I used to deal with back in the day. Well, I was dealing with, off and on. So he saw the motorcycle. So he calls me. Oh, you got a motorcycle over there to your house? Who over there? None of your business. It's a friend. Oh, what kind of friend? Now, mind you, that's how they do. If they see you powering up and they see you getting past them, they're going to pop back up. Now, he had this woman that I thought was new, but she was old. She was old history, ancient woman, way before I knew him. So when I got into my research, I was like, this man trying to play with me. I hate people playing with me. That's what I used to say, but I used to have a filthy mouth. So I can't say the words I used to say, nasty mouth. So I was like, okay. But the guy that I was dealing with didn't come to find out he was married. He just had got married. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's time to stop dating. And I had to sit there and understand that the new person sometimes is the old person, but they new to you. We're thinking that these are new loves, and if a narc do get a new love, that new love is not there for them to love. That new love is there for them not to have to deal with the situation that they just went and messed up. They ain't loving nobody. Their words make you feel like they love. A little ounce of actions where they want to kiss all on you, give you gifts, uh, bring their family members around you. And those family members that bring around you, them family members don't care because them family members know that their family members are hoes, users, and abusers because they are the same exact thing. It's just something for the family to talk about. So it's no new part to mean anything to a toxic person. And I need y'all to understand that for real, for real. If you knew or they got somebody new, just know they ain't healed. They are not healed from that relationship. I made a video about nARCs love quantity more than quality. They got to have many people in their environment because they can't battle with those situations alone. A lot of them are scorned, and I keep saying it, it's a childhood. It's not that first man that came in their life or that first woman that came in their life. They were scorned from kids. They were scorned. So no, it's they don't love nobody. They don't even love themselves. Satan love what he can do with them to other people. It's a demonic situation. So a new partner, y'all need to go ahead and laugh at that. Because that new partner get ready to get the business if they knew. And if a new partner do come in now, people ain't playing that new partner stuff. People asking questions. That's why it's so hard for the narc. So now the narc want to love you if you got a fat stomach, or the narc want to love you because you're 500 pounds. No, the narc love the flesh, but the narc know their time is running out, so they're gonna go grab people that is their self-esteem is low. Look at her. So you can be like, oh, this your second discard from him? Oh no, don't take him back. Baby. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't. Nope. You know why he keep doing it? It's because he can discard the new partner and then he can come back to you. As long as you keep loud, and this is no lie. And I don't like to bring up stuff. I don't like to bring up my past, but I can help you out. I woke up today. I've been down for a while. I woke up today. I had a missed call. I don't know if y'all can see that. Trying to put it where you can. I had a missed call from my messenger, from my ex. Me and my ex ain't talked in a while. It's April. I don't do exes. An ex is an exit plan. If you discard me, left me for dead, left me when I was down on my luck, and then you discard me, as you call it, it is not a discard for them. If he discards you 2 times, then he done put you in triangulation. Now you're a part of his web. No, you want to cut yourself out of that because he ain't loving you. Yes. Or they do good. My ex did that too. My ex did good for 4 years. And what I mean by did good for 4 years, he didn't ghost, or he didn't what you want me to say again? Tell me what you want me to say again. Yeah, for the first 4 years, my ex did that same thing. He didn't ghost. He didn't leave outside the house and don't come back, or he didn't go and cheat. He stuck under me for 4 years, but just because he stuck under me and showed me he wouldn't ghost me, we had so many arguments. We argue over the most pettiest stuff in our lifetime. And he was better off just to go ahead and jump outside, because the arguments, they can get extreme. And if you got children, those arguments are get embezzled in your kids. Oh yeah, triangulation. That is we been all in it, all of us. They'll have a house over here that they don't love bomb, then got them comfortable, having them where they need to be. Then they'll discard them and they'll jump over there to me. I'm just using me. I can use me on it. He done, like my ex, he had 2 or 3 women in his hometown. I'm new now, moved into hometown, not knowing the whereabouts of the hometown and who knew who, but I just knew it was a new environment for me. In my mind, a fresh start. And I met a new man, but the man was still toxic, just like I was, because I didn't see him for who he was, and he didn't see me for who I was. So when I got in his hometown, he would disappear. I had the house, he'll disappear. We move with his mom. We're gonna get a home waiting on our house. We move with his mom, he'll disappear, come back. I'm like, what does this man got going on? I done got into something now that I don't know what's up. So I endured it for a minute because I had to get where I need to be for my kids. So when we got in the house, he kept doing it, disappearing. Yes, no reason. Yes, from different states that love to move you in their hometowns. But when you move in their hometowns, they got, when I say triangulation, they got stations. I call them pit stops. They got homes and friends and women that they have that will wait for them, because there's a lot of women love to be the side chick. The side chick don't have to put up with much. The main chick do. So a lot of women love to be the side chick because, see, they don't want to play that position of a woman or the position of a wife. They don't want that. They'd rather be somebody that wait on the cleanup woman. I know y'all heard that song by Betty White, the cleanup woman. She just come to clean up the mess a little bit. So his family knows. Their family be knowing. Family be knowing what their family members be doing. They be knowing. Their family members be knowing. Yes, they do. They know what be going on. They in the lion's den too. So when the family member bring in a lionette, uh-oh, who this? Who they just like everybody else. Who that is? We're gonna ask them when they leave. And here they go presenting a trophy that everybody finna tear down. If y'all look at my videos, sleepwalkers, they bring people in their families so their families can eat too. A dysfunctional family. That's why they don't talk about the secrets that goes on in the family. All you gotta do is sit back and watch. All you gotta do is sit back, and that's the triangulation. They plan A, plan B, and when I realized that he was jumping all over the place, oh no, I couldn't do it no more. Yes, and when you figure them out, don't tell them you figured them out. Don't tell them you figure them out. That's when you give them the final discard. Cut them from all your social media. Cut everybody that's connected to them from their social media, which they call them their flying monkeys. Those are monitoring spirits. Cut them all off. Yes. And when you're not one that speak out and you allow that toxic person to override your voice for so many years and for so many days, now they feel like they got all power over you. So when you do speak out, they'll be like, okay, I'm leaving. Bye. I'm getting ready to fight. Let's get it. I'm going to go smear your name. So am I. But my smear going to be the truth. Your smear going to be a lie. See, you got to fight fire with fire when you up against a toxic person. Because one thing about a toxic person, they cannot tell the truth. Their eyes, the eye is the window of the soul. The eye is the action. If you look that toxic person in their face, they don't give you a death stare when you tell the truth on them. This how they do. It it's not, but it's just me. Why me? Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to read. Can you explain that question? You say, but it's just me. Why me? And don't feel, if you feel like you're alone, you're not alone. We all been got. I got by childhood. I got by childhood. I didn't get gotten by the man or the men that I was in a relationship with. I was just letting them cut my wound open more. And then when I sliced them, I daggered it. You discard me, I'm going to discard you finally. The final discard. There is no coming back. You can't come back. You will not come back. And you got to stand on that. You cannot let them back in. I don't care how sweet they talk. Because when they go away for a long period of time, you best believe that have messed in some slop. And I know ain't nobody want to eat no pig slop. In the physical world, you is not going to go to no truffle and eat no pig. Yeah, but you know why? Because your empathy. He didn't pick on you. You had what he looking for. But being as though darkness is covering the flesh, you're not actually talking to the one that you're looking at that love you. You're actually talking to a demon that's just going to show you a little love. They are taken over by darkness. They wasn't picking on you. You were just somebody that they seen or been studying or been watching online or been, dating, because dark people date for data. So when you told him what you've been through, what hurted you, what makes you weak, that's what they go off. So you were a prime rib to him. Oh my goodness, this is a prime rib. You were special to him. Oh my goodness, she don't see me for what I am. This is the combo. This is a rib. This is a prime rib with a 6-ounce sirloin tip. You was a combo. You wasn't being picked on. You were handpicked because you had what he missed. You had what he needed, but he couldn't stay there because he don't know how. He don't know how because he's hurting. He's broken. So he can't stay with you. He want to stay with you, but he got a whole trail of not staying with people because it goes all the way back to the beginning of the maze. And I need to talk about the mindset of the nARC's mind is like a maze. When you enter into his maze, you had wall. You're trying to get out. You're trying to get out. You're trying to get out. You can't. Now you hitting walls. Now you got to start back over. But the beginning is brokenness from the home. You ain't got nothing to do with it. They just need to break down others for Satan so you can not power up. So you can't be on social media being happy. You ain't got to say I'm living my best life. I got that demon out my life. I'm at peace with my life. Yes, that's why he got you where he got you because you told him, and that's something that we have to stop doing. That's why I say I got to talk a lot about moving in silence, keeping your mouth closed. Anything that could be your mother that never been in your life, but you start reconnecting with your mother and telling your mother about you, so she can go and tell her girlfriends, "Yeah, my daughter like eggs with cheese in it. Oh yeah, my daughter like pancakes." But in reality, she never knew me because she wasn't around to raise me. So that's how toxic people do. And when you tell them your life story, now you're a combo. I'm weak. And my ex hurt me so bad. He left me. He left me financially drained. He left me mentally drained. He beat on me. He did all this. And then that toxic person, delusional mindset. Yes. Give her the best bottle of champagne on the shelf. I'ma pay for it. You know why they're gonna pay for it? Because you get ready to pay for how they get ready to treat you. That's why I say talking to a man or a woman and you're not healed from the last man that came into your life or the last woman that came into your life, you got to be very careful of the words you tell them because they're going to try to use that towards you, where they're going to use that towards you. And when they hit you with it, you're going to be like, whoa, man, you just did me like I told you my ex did me. Why? Because they know you ain't healed. And when he do it again, he going to come back again. Or he coming back on your door. He coming back on your door. Or he's sitting there plotting how he gonna get back at you. And guess what he gonna do? When he come back at your door, 911. 911. Do not play with him. 911. Because some of them come back to end your life. It can get real ugly. Especially when they know you got away and they know you're vulnerable. They know you're not a fighter. They know you're not a person that will hurt a fly. I will. This is a fly swatter. I will. Hit them, swipe them off. If you see a fly in your house and you know them flies like them little baby maggots, what is you gonna do? And you're gonna go wash off your fly swatter, right? Look at the nARC as a fly. You a fly in my house. You ain't finna lay no maggots in my house. You got to discard them. The final discard. Do not let them back. Simple as that. And I brought this fly swatter because I said I ain't never seen these. We used to get beatings with this by anybody. Hit you with the handle. They don't hit you with that. Ain't that made for flies? Shut up. All kinds of evil stuff we've been into. But this is what this is. Look at the nARC as a fly swatter. Your fly swatter, and he's a fly. Hit him. Oh, he coming back. Oh, he coming back. Oh, he coming back. Oh, he coming back. That love that he's saying, he just posted him in a. I'm not laughing at you, baby. He just posted a new partner 3 days and saying he in love. No, he's not in love. He's in lust. That new partner is going to give him what he told her that you didn't do. That's women's stupidest move I ever seen in my life. 3 days ago. He posts that so you can see it. He know you watching. He gonna put her up there because she don't mind because he using her just as well as she using him. Because it go vice versa. Just because they get with somebody, she posting because she probably trying to make a man on her side jealous. That's how narcs are. They don't see people use them too. Deceive to get deceived. That woman ain't studying him. And he ain't studying her. He just needs somebody in his space because he can't deal with himself. Because he got a lot of hurt going on. That's why they jump from woman to woman, man to man, talking reckless, calling you all kinds of filthy names. You cut all that communication off and then let them go lie. You're not dumb, baby. You're not dumb. No, you're not. Don't call yourself that. Mm-mm. You're not dumb. You're not dumb. You just didn't know. Don't ever call yourself dumb. You're not dumb. You just didn't know. We all been there. Honey, my ex cheated on me. I went and bust the doors, busting on people's doors, riding all night long. I had to catch myself. Wait, what you doing, girl? He was getting a thrill out of that. That boosted his demon up. But when I pulled back the final discard, shit, I'm cutting necks off. Off with your head. It ain't no coming back. It ain't. Yes. I know you will. You will. Sooner or later, you will. That's why I say I'm here to power up. We don't catch ourselves at first. But when you sit down, you think about how damaging. Go back to who damaged you first. Go back to the very beginning of your childhood. Who damaged you like that first to make you chase, to make you accept rejection, to make you accept abandonment? A person abandoned you, accept it. Yep. And her demon that she was carrying instilled in you to do the same thing. That's why I never go by, oh, my baby father hurt me or my baby mama tore me down. Nope. That's not where the true hurt come from. The true hurt. My childhood was a piece of crap. I can't. And when people come on, that's why I don't blame my exes. I don't blame nobody. I blame my childhood trauma. My mama, my daddy, uncles. I ain't have too many aunts. I don't even know no aunts like that, but grandparents. I don't know them well. I only knew my grandfather. I didn't even know grandparents. I got hurt by them, but I couldn't get in a relationship with, and when they hurt me, I'd be like, oh, that wound, man, that wound feel familiar. It's a familiar spirit. That's your familiar spirit. They come in and wound you because your wounds ain't never been closed. That's why don't date no more. Don't even think about dating no more. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt not to date. Believe me, I'm one of them, but I'm 5 years in. It's men that I wanted to talk to, but when I seen that they wasn't gonna value me for who I am, yes, 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 and you need to heal from her. You need to heal from her. You might, some people gonna die, or some people are dead that you can't say it to, but you are your closure. What Auntie did, Auntie sent you out there to fail because somebody failed Auntie in her lifetime. It's a generational cycle. It's generational. And the generational cycle got to stop and let it be with you. Let it be with you. Don't bring another man in your life like that. I don't care how good he look. I don't care how snatched up, how cut up, how many days he go to the gym. I don't care how many days he eat organic food. I don't care. Is your heart organic? That's what you need to be searching for, the heart. But until then, stay single. Go to the gym. Read the word. Read words. Do something to cut your mind off of him. Block all your social medias. Change your phone number. I just did it. I done had 5 phone numbers. Because every time I give it to somebody that show me different, cut the communication off. Cut. Get a whole new phone. This time I got a whole new phone. No contacts whatsoever in it because I'm not doing no negative communication. I had to suck it up and be a big girl on it, and so with them. Wow. Mississippi. Wow. Y'all down there in the deep, deep. Good grief, good grief. But that, and that's another thing they'll use on you too. We got similarities. We're from the same hometown. See, they brainwash you. They poison your mind. We love the same music. We love the same traveling. We love this. Don't like that. Don't go for it. That's a trap. Everything the nARC do is a trap. You got to give it a plot twist. Discard it. See, the words. Y'all got to stop listening to the words. Get you some spiritual earplugs. Don't listen to the words. Watch actions. Forget what they say. Clench your mind from that, because that ain't nothing but just all games. Their actions. He's discard you. He post up with another woman. He couldn't come back with me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. When you start posting women, and you start showing me, and that's a totally slap in the face. That's a totally disrespectful slap in the face. And then you're gonna let them come back and lay with you? No, I don't want your flies. Hit them, get them out, get. You know how Fred Sanford said, hit them. No, that's not a song. That's not a song. I'm sorry, that's not a song. Yeah, it is a slap in the face. When you bring another woman in my face and you on social media where the whole media can see this, and then you're going to discard her, and they tell them to get off of social media. Get off social media. You don't want to be on there. You don't need to be on the media. And some of these women will listen. Some of these women will listen. I ain't going on social media. He told me get off social media. Who? They'll tell you delete your social media. When they get back with you, they're gonna try to stop you from moving forward. Now you going out, you getting your nails done, you getting your hair done, you going getting yourself a massage. They're gonna come right back in your life and try to stop you from mingling with the outside world. Don't do it. Don't you think about it. While they were away, you were mingling, and when they come back and play, we get ready to mingle still. They're gonna try to stop everything that you were doing while they were gone. If you can live without them now, you can live without them forever. Discord, the final discord. When they take all their makeup off and you see them demons for who they are, discard them. Don't let them back in. I don't care how bad it hurt. I'll be up here every night. I'm giving it all, every night I can to help y'all power up. It's going to burn in your soul. It's going to burn in your heart. You're going to feel them. You're going to want them because you're flesh. Y'all are one flesh. Y'all together. You ain't got them out your system yet. He all in your blood veins. He all, like Leon said, he all up in your blood clot. He a blood clot to you. That's what he is. And blood clots kill. Blood clots will kill you instantly. So he's a blood clot to you. And he's accumulating as a tumor. And you don't want that tumor to be cancerous. Yeah, you get rid of him. Now you got to get your chemotherapy. And I ain't talking about cancer patients. I'm talking about chemotherapy spiritually. Chemo supposed to shrink and kill that cancerous thing. He's cancerous. So you got to get your spiritual side, and you got to get that chemo and radiation therapy working, where you shrink him out of your life, where he don't even exist anymore. You're still fresh, but you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You still fresh, but you can do it. Don't bring them back. Block them. Block them. If you got to block yourself from social media. When that urge come up, say, go see what he doing. Find something. Go to the gym. Go roller skating. I love roller skating. Let's roller skate all day. I'm gonna do a live when I do a roller skating. I love roller skating. I'll go right there in Dover, Delaware, and I roller skate. I love to roller skate. I love to do anything that's going to take my mind and stop wasting my time, because he's wasting your time. Final discard. His sex ain't worth it. He might be bringing you back crabs. Y'all remember the crabs? You're going to be confused at first. I was too. I was confused too, baby. I understand. Trust me. That's why I'm trying to be as simple as I can. I can use big words. I don't care for big words. Those for people that's trying to hide their brokenness. But I'm trying to be as simple as I can because he's still in your system. He's not gonna come out your system no time soon because how he left you. He left you in shock. He left you in more anxieties. So you haven't healed from childhood. So your wound is continuously be cut open because you still attract toxic people. So it's time for you to do healing because empathetic people need healing too. I always talk about the toxic people or the tormentors, and empathetic people are getting tormented. So you're getting tormented. So you don't need to be tormented. That's not good. That's not good for your anxieties. That'll give you blood pressure problems. That'll give you heart problems where you will have to. No, I'm not in Delaware. I'm in Maryland, but Dover is like 45 minutes from me where I live. But I'm in Maryland. I love to travel. I be everywhere. People used to think I used to be in the military. I was like, no, I just travel. I lived in North Carolina for 10 years and South Carolina for 10 years. And then I came up to Fayetteville. Then I went to Florida to visit Florida, Georgia, Tennessee. I never made it to Mississippi, but I'm gonna make it there one day. You best to believe I want to go. But I haven't been Alabama. I ain't been that further down. But yeah, I just love to travel. So when I came back to Maryland, because as a child, I didn't have that ability to travel because I didn't have cars or nobody in my family has car. Used to stay in Dover, Delaware. Okay, Dover, cool, ain't it? I like Dover. Dover is tax free. If it tell you 299, the 299. There's no sales tax there yet. Dover is cool. I go there to roller skate land. Yeah, I go to skate land there. And then right across the street, it got all the stuff there on the strip. I go to Texas Roadhouse. I love Texas Roadhouse. Yes. Yes. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Yes. And that's all you got to do is just find somewhere around where you live that got activities. Go to museums. I love museums, wax museums. I used to go to DC and go when my daughter was living, go to the museum. Go wherever it's museums, go to aquariums. When I lived down south, I went to Myrtle Beach. We had aquariums down there. Go to the beach. Do things to soothe you. And that's what I want people to learn, to love you. And then when somebody come in your life, then you will know what love really is. But you got to do the inner work. You got to do the spiritual work. And it's complicated. You ain't gonna get it. I didn't get it always either. You gonna fall, but dust your legs off, dust your knees off, and try it again. I'm not gonna tell you you're not gonna let that man back in your life because you are, because you still have love for him, but he don't have the love you want. You know, I never been to California. I ain't never been to there yet. Man, you've been rolling. You've been in the military. You said California till you came to Oklahoma. Man, they said Oklahoma is nice too. I heard about Oklahoma. They say that's a nice town. But you'll be moving. Man, it couldn't be no man hold me down the way you're moving. I'll be letting him go ahead, go on. You and your new supply, because his new supply get ready to be old. Because he get ready to jump and find new. Okay, you did like I did. Okay, I was unstable. I'm still unstable, y'all. I'll be ready to move right now. I ain't lying. I'll be like, "Ooh, let me. I'm trying to relocate right now, but I have to move in silence because it's just too many people. You got to move in silence when you make moves because flying monkeys monitor spirits. Because if they still tag to somebody that you know that you ain't trying to deal with, you cannot deal with those people. Yes, it happens. Me too. Me too. Me too. I understand you 100%. Cause honey, I ran all my life. And now I ain't running no more. Not from what hurted me. Now I'm healed. And I'm healed due to the Heavenly Father, not therapy, not none of that. Therapy wasn't for me because if I'm gonna go in here and talk to a man or a woman and tell them, and they can tell me what's wrong with me. If they tell me what's wrong with me, thank you, thumbs up. Now I'm gonna go deal with it. That's what I see. And I had God, he just cleansed me. And I just lost my daughter in December. And people be like, how you do it? God, 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 he prepares us for everything. I lost a lot of stuff. Yes. I mean, I suppressed it. You know, suppressing your childhood and not thinking about it, it's not easy. It's not. I believe me, I 100% agree. It's not easy. But being as though I've been in survival mode my whole life, I know how to detach. I have a real strong gift of detachment. I because I've been detached from things all my life. I never attached myself. I attached myself to my kids, and when my daughter passed away in December, that broke my heart. That broke my whole heart. And I'm like, oh, and it pierces me. And I haven't been right with her gone since, but I understand even the ones we love and love back, they're gonna be gone one day of our life. And once you can see it that way, you can understand it, because I had a lot of losses in my life. Like now, guys want to date me. I don't have a problem with dating, but if they want to date me, I ask questions first, and they haven't been through half of what I've been through, I wouldn't be a good candidate for them. I wouldn't be a good partner for them, because if they didn't go through the half of the stuff I went through, they wouldn't understand me at all. They wouldn't understand my ways. They wouldn't understand the way I move. They wouldn't understand the way I talk. They wouldn't understand me because of all the hurt and pain and losses and things I had to endure in my lifetime. So I don't like to link up with somebody that haven't even been through the ring yet. So that's one reason why I don't date unless I find the right one. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, take your time. Y'all got to take your time on dating. And dating is for data to see if they're long-term partners or they're short-term partners. And keep your oven closed. Please keep your oven closed, because all toxic or children of the dark love is money, sex, and favors. It's just them three. So when you can sit home, get your journal, get your journal. I got a lot of them. I write too much. Get your journal and see what is your pros and cons, what he did, what he didn't do, how he left you. And if he left you without closure, then he wouldn't come back in. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. You lost your grandmother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about those losses. This my baby. They're my little they're my little pudding right here. And I hit my mouth. Here she go. My only daughter. I lost her, you know. But I loved her. And it don't hurt because of the simple fact I gave her all I had. And we prepared each other for this, for her loss. You know, we talked a lot. She was very open with me. And I always had my kids, or taught my kids to be very open with me. And I have a son that's in prison. He got 18 years for murder, and I battle with a lot. Yeah, you see her. Yeah, that my sunshine. That my baby cakes. Yeah, that's mommy baby. Well, she used to be mommy baby. Yeah, that was my baby. We did a lot together. That's why I love music. And yesterday was a meltdown for me. Today was a meltdown because this is the first time I ever gotten the chance to just have a meltdown over her death. Because when she first died, my family, they gave me so much warfare. Yeah, them high cheekbones. Everybody talk about her high cheekbones. I'm like, what's up with the high cheekbones? But yeah, we got very high cheekbones because on my father's side, they have Cherokee Indian blood in them. So I gotta do ancestor.com on all that stuff to get the history on my father's side. I know very little. So I got to learn. Yeah, but yeah, her cheeks and my cheeks, yes. And my son, I'll show you my other two sons. I put them in my page. I got it on a post with both of them. And one of my sons looked just identical like his father. I'm so in love with him because his father he showed me the ropes. Even though we couldn't stay together, we fought too much. We beat each other up. He beat me up. I beat him up, or whatever, whatever. But their father showed me a lot of strength and how to, be independent. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I poured into my kids because I didn't have it poured into me. But when she left me in December, and why I say she left me, because that was her choice. She died from fentanyl and she knew it could kill you. So that was her choice. It devastated me. And this is the first time I ever could mourn and just embrace her death, is now, where I'm getting my me time and, you know, soaking it in that she's finally gone, because, it's been months she didn't talk to me. Now the reality is kicking in, like she's not coming back. So, it's hard, but it's also healing, because I can heal others. When women say my kid's father died, that's why she went on drugs, or that's why she got introduced to drugs, because when her father passed away, it devastated her to the core. So it's a lot that we got to learn. And don't feel bad about somebody coming in your house. Please stop calling yourselves dumb and all them ugly words. Yes, 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 yes. She did. Yeah, she didn't want to be on Earth anymore. No, she didn't. Mm-mm. So, even though you want to save your kids, we can't always save our kids, And that's another thing I talk about next time, about saving, trying to save your loved ones. And she was 30 years old. So, she didn't have kids. That's something she said she wasn't going to do, and she didn't. So, everything was her choice. And I always told my kids, when you get grown, your choices are your choices. It's not my choices anymore. But if they got anything they wanted to talk about, we always had open communication, and they did not hide anything from me, because I told them, if you do anything and you ashamed of it, why you doing it? I always told my kids that. So yes, she, that fentanyl, she knew it was killing her. And all last year, I know she died 35 to 45 times. God did spare her life so much, but she just didn't want to be on earth anymore. She lost a lot of loved ones herself. So her daddy was the start of loss, then trickling on down to other losses and people she loved it. And she just didn't want it no more. So, I knew a lot, but it wasn't me to talk about, because whatever me and her talked about, I kept it. I didn't even tell half of her brothers half of the stuff she talked about, because I just don't like to worry other people's minds or keep people in misery. Yeah, so yeah, if they take fentanyl and they know fentanyl gonna kill them, and she was spitting on down all last year, and I'm gonna put a post up there from where she was so beautiful. And when I show this picture right here, this was given to me by my niece, but this is the when I first discovered that she was on drugs. That just when I found, when it was exposed to me, when God gave me the enlightenment that she was now using drugs. So yeah, this picture right here. When my niece gave it to me, I said, "Wow, you gave me a picture that when I first discovered that she was using drugs." So I never used heavy drugs, but I started smoking weed 25 years old. I cut it off. Then I started again at 34, cut it off. Then I started it 2019, cut it off. And then I started again when she passed away, and I just cut it off. I was like, no, I don't need this. I don't need pills. I need you, God. And I just had to go and repent. And it's hard, but give it to God. He'll soothe you. He will soothe. I'm a witness. I'm a witness. Stop running to your homegirls. Stop running to your sisters. Stop running to anybody. Run to God in secret, and you be amazed what he can do. I'm not strong because of my own strength. I'm strong because of God himself. So people be wondering how I do it, how I get it, how I can just let things go, because I know whenever I'm in anybody's life, I put all I can, I give all I can. So when I back out and finally discard you, it's because you did not see me for who I am. But when I do start dating, I date to see people for who they are. Is you gonna be a long life partner, or you gonna be a short term? And give them 6 months. I give a person 6 months of my lifetime, and I show them who I am for 6 months. I'm full blast for 6 months. But then if you ain't show me half of what I showed you in 6 months, that's my policy, a 6 month policy. After 6 months, I pull back. Hey, you are what you are. I am who I am. Final discard. So that's what I mean by final discard, y'all. I got to go. I've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes. And sweetheart, I know it's going to hurt. And I want y'all women to stop doing one thing. Stop calling yourself names. You're not dumb. You're not a slut. You're not a hoe. You're not this. You're not that. It's only what darkness wants you to believe you are. You are queens. You are queens of your own castle. And that true king that is a king gonna come past and notice that queen holding it down. When a man see that you can hold your vagina and discipline that vagina, not give that vagina out. When that guy see that you can, I got a nail missing, y'all. When that guy can see that you ain't out here with a whole bunch of female friends laughing and joking and you calling on your friends or your friends all up in your, because you know, girlfriends is something to deal with. They all up in your business. They want to know what's going on, what man you got, what you bringing back. Oh, the girlfriends are the worst. I don't have girlfriends. It's just who, what y'all see, y'all get. It's just me. If you, I mean, you got to be very careful. And when you're healing, you got to get away from everybody that's toxic. The little evilest thing can hurt you. A little leaven can leaven the whole loaf. It can, a little toxic can send you all the way back to the whole dark side. So y'all be easy, be kind to yourselves. Please. You're not dumb, you're not stupid, you're not none of that. Get rid of them negative words and instill in yourself positive words. I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm a compassionate, I'm passionate. I'm worth more than rubies. I'm priceless. It's no price on me. You got to love me, my heart, not for my pocketbook, not for what I can do for you, not for sex, not for favors, not for money. Love me for me, because I might can't give you all of those things. So are you gonna love me? That's what you got to tell yourself, and you got to tell somebody else. If I don't have sex, is you gonna love me? If I don't have money, is you gonna love me? If I can't do favors for you, are you gonna love me? And that's what you want to be. And have a good night and see you next time. And thank you all. And thank you, sweetheart, for everything. And just know you are more important than anything else in this world. So don't let them make you feel like trash, because you all are treasures. See you. And if you have kids, y'all already know. Kiss them babies and protect them at all costs. Put them in jail. If anybody, give them hell. See ya.